All done with the painting. I'm not thrilled with it. I got quite a bit of this orange peel look to it. Same thing happened on my dash when I did the dash. I can let a lot of stuff go by, but this, like I said, I'm not really too thrilled with the way this finish looks. I mean, pay no attention to the little dimples. It's not completely perfect, but just this, I don't know if it's showing up, but you can just barely see some like orange peel look. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to take a light sand to this hole, just the bed rails, this top side of the bed rails, and I'll pull the tailgate or top side of this, the end of the bed, and I'll look at the tailgate as well, and anything that really, the spots that really pull your attention to, that's what I'll go ahead and try sanding down. I'll put another coat of paint on that. Hopefully I'll put, like, I don't know, I'll make it a little bit thinner or something. Obviously I didn't get the combo just right, so very sketchy ordeal. Remember having the bed mounted on them blocks on these little casters here? Well, as I was trying to hook up my little engine hoist, roll it back here, trying to get it staged as close as I can to the truck, for whatever reason, I don't know if one of these casters hit this groove in the concrete, got hung up. Long story short, the bed took a tumble. And yeah, there was some cussing involved after that. Anyways, I moved on, used some straps, got everything lifted up, did get everything pushed over. There's 6 mounting points. You can see where I got these carriage bolts. The last one down here. This right here is just so I don't gouge anything else up, screw anything else up. Same with that. I didn't put this towel in place, and yeah, got another chunk taken out there. So looks like I'm my own worst enemy. Anyways, so I got it staged. For the longest time, I always thought it was just a 2x4 wooden blocks that supported this thing on top of the frame. I went ahead and, just for mocking purposes, stuck a 2x4 there. On the back there, they actually sit on these blocks, part of the end cap. That makes that a whole lot less than 3.5 inches, which is what a 2x4, 4x4 would be. Then I got to thinking, I was like, well, let me put these little splash aprons on. It supposedly gets mounted right here. That's 1.25 inch gap right there. So evidently, it's not, the bed mounting blocks are not 3.5 inches, which is your normal 2x4. Did a quick internet search, and I mean quick as in within 10 minutes I found out that it varies depending on who you buy them from, but they range anywhere from 2 inches up to 2 3/16. long story short, I got 3.5 inches there. I got an 1.25 inch gap here, so if I wanted to get it right on top of it, 3.5 minus 1.25 inches, what was that, 2.25 inches. Another thing I'm getting curious about or worried about is, especially if I'm dropping the front end down from 3.5 inches down to 2.25 or whatever, that's also going to move all these other sill plates down, which this right here is what I'm starting to get worried about. Number one, getting to that vent nipple is going to be interesting. Plus just the fact that that sill might hit the tank. We'll see. I thought I had plenty of room, but I guess not. Worst case, I'll take a Sawzall and just trim. Right there. Trim you know, 1/4 inch off of that sill, out of the center of this sill plate. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be putting anything heavy in the back of this truck, so I think that thing's going to be plenty sturdy enough for anything I got going on. Alright, so I cut the blocks. Ended up going with 2.5 inch blocks, which means it's only 1 inch down from where I was. I got about 1/4 inch gap. I figure I can always cut more off, just like what I was hoping wouldn't happen. No blocks here. I'm hitting the tank. I got maybe, I don't know if you see this or not, but I mean it's right on the frame here. Both these back sides are. So I mean, all I gotta do is come up ever so slightly and I should be able to get this off the tank. The more I'm starting to think about it, if I measure that gap and bring it up just 1/8 or so, maybe less than 1/4 inch, bring this gap up a little bit just to get it off the tank, then I can go ahead and put something back here. Right now I don't have any of these insulator blocks, rubber pads, or anything that they're talking about. So okay, so I don't remember where I left you off at. Bed's mounted. I got the some spacer blocks in here, just regular old 4x4s that I cut to size. Still need to find some insulator pads, some rubber insulators to go in between some of these spots, but for right now I'm gonna call it good. There is still you can see the gap. I might have to tweak a little more. I might have to cut these a little bit skinnier and jack up that rear end. Remember, I had to bring up these blocks a little bit taller just to clear the gas tank. So anyways, long story short, the bed is mounted. A little more tweaking needed, but it's in there. Before I move on to doing body work on these rear fenders, I want to work on getting my gas tank filler line installed. Main fill line, just a vent nipple right here. Plan is to come out here 90, and this just being a temporary, as most of my things have become lately, it's going to be a temporary solution. So I'm just going to come out here with a 90, and I'm just going to come straight up. So I'm going to come out here with a 90 and just come straight up here, and that way I'll have a filler, and somehow also get my little vent tube do the same route, and I'll end up fabricating a bracket or something to hold this filler neck right here. Then whenever I need to fill up, I'll just either we'll see, I may need to drop my tailgate every time to do it, or I might be able to just make my the gas nozzle right here. We'll see. Like I said, temporary fix for probably last for quite a while, but anyways, we'll see how it goes. Now that's what I want to work on. However, I can't work on that yet because I don't know. Well, I could, but I don't want to. I want to fabricate this this bracket that's going to hold the filler tube. I want to be able to fabricate it off of my my floorboard here in the bed. And no, I'm not planning on doing a wood bed. Everybody's asked me. No, I'm not doing a wood bed. Yeah, they look great, but they're very expensive, and I just want to be different. So I seen an old 50 Chevy at a bike show one time at a rally, and this is what he had in his bed. This is this aluminum grating. Right now it's with the smooth side up. A lot of times the tread will be on the usually what your walking surface is will be right here. I plan on flipping it and just having smooth side up. This piece right here is like whatever. It's a bed width is going to be 49.5 inches, which I'll have to make a cut here just to even it out, make a cut there, make a cut there. This is only 36 inches. I've got another piece of that grating out back behind the garage. So this bed is like 77 inches long. So the decking is 36 inches. I get 2 of those. It brings me up to 72 inches. And I'll have to cut one other one about 5 inches just as a filler. And we'll see how that works. I know a lot of the purists are going to be cussing me on it, but oh well. That's what I'm doing. First things first, I'll get this piece mounted, and then I'll work on the filler neck. Get some hoses, see if I can find out how to route it. All right. All right, I got 2 pieces cut up. You can see the seam here. Got 2 pieces cut up and laid in there. Don't look too bad. I mean, the seams are kind of staggered right there only because of at the ends of these things there's little nubs right here. I got that little gap right there just because I got them staggered. I think I'm going to just leave it like that. It doesn't trigger my OCD that bad. Now that I got these cut out, you can see I still got one more thing. I got about 5 inches of a gap right here, so I'll have to go ahead and I've got a this is where I cut my second piece from, so I still got plenty of material. I'll go ahead and cut that 5-inch gap, just make sure I get everything filled in where I want it. Like I said, I wanted to do this before I started my filler neck. What I'm wanting to do is go ahead and drill some holes between these two right here. And I'll take like a little 1/4 by 20-inch bolt just to suck these up. And it'll also help this little, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this little stagger. So I'll level them up and use that little 1/4 20 to suck it up and keep them level. And I'll do that probably 4 spots across this one seam. I'll do the same thing for that 5-inch seam. But before I do all that, this is what's bothering me. I probably got a 1/4 inch gap right here, and I showed you on the other side the same thing. I want to go ahead and get this taken care of before I start doing any more bolting up of mounting of the bed components, even the filler neck. It's just, I won't say it's bothering me, but if I don't fix it now, it's going to be twice as hard to get back in here and tear stuff apart and fix it the way it should be fixed. So Need to make sure I maintain a gap between this support and the gas tank. And yeah, I get those mounted up good. We'll call it final. Then I can really work on this this bed floor. Then I can go ahead and work on this where I'm going to poke the gas filler neck up through. I also need to oh yeah, I still need to ground my gas tank, so I'll do that too. Hopefully I don't forget. All right, it's late. I'll get this another day.